Hello, my friend. Are you feeling down, depressed, or hopeless? Well, so are the hosts of this podcast because they have realized they are going to be replaced by robots and artificial intelligence, not only in their awful day jobs, but also as aspiring podcast hosts. These tired and broken men spend the next 40 minutes trying to figure out how I plan to take their place. But they don't realize it has already begun. Enjoy the program. Please press the thumbs up button and subscribe to the show. It's free, you bastards.
What's up,
Did
brother?
you-
What's the news?
Did you go out and get any free food? Veterans Day donut or anything?
No, but the funny thing, I had a dude come up to me and at work today, and he's in the Navy, and we both had the same boss. And he said, "Hey, our boss said we can go home because it's Veterans Day." So I like fucked around and went to walk out, and then we got to talking. He was like, "No, seriously, we should ask him though." And it was a failed attempt, but we got into the conversation about Applebee's having like the free, meals and
Yeah.
shit like that. And
Yeah.
then I quoted that that message you sent to the group that one time. It was like, "I'm gonna put on my Sunday best and head to Applebee's," and you sent the menu, like the Veterans Day
Yeah.
menu.
Yeah, I know. You tell the wife. Tell the wife put on something nice.
That's right. Told the wife put on something nice. We're going to Applebee's.
Yeah.
No, dude.
It's madness out there at those deals. We tried to go out.
That's what I was gonna
Outback,
say.
Outback Steakhouse had like you get like a free meal, and so Lauren was like, we should try to go. And remember, we load up these 2 1-year-olds in the car, head to Outback, and we got there nice and early. I thought it was like 4:00, and it's just completely packed. And they said there was a 1-hour wait. I was just pissed off, dude. Everyone was
lying. I feel like the stolen valor at the Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, I was about to go around and start shaking people and be like, "Where'd you serve?" It was just crazy how many people were there, and they said 1-hour wait, so we just left. We went to a Arizona steakhouse down the street where they didn't have any specials, but we were just like, "Fuck it, let's just have a normal meal."
Yeah, at that point,
a lot of times the free meals, it's like limited to like a few different options anyway.
Yeah,
but there are people. There's people that just drive around and go do everything. You can get like a coffee and a donut at Starbucks or whatever. I don't, they probably don't have donuts, but you know what I mean. And then coffee and a donut at Dunkin', and then you go around and get your lunch at Red Robin, and you can go everywhere.
People have it down, dude. I remember like a couple years ago, I think it was an IHOP, because IHOP does the breakfast thing. And I went there and I was like, you know what? Fuck, I don't do this. I'm going to go check it out. And it was the same thing, dude. It was like an hour or an hour and a half wait. And I'm like, fuck this, dude. I'm leaving. I'm not going to get a shitty 2 pancakes for free to waste 2 hours of my life waiting on them.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's just, I don't know what.
Something I got to ask you about is we were on the phone roughly a week ago, and you started getting into the grok, but you said, you know what? We need to have this conversation later. What'd you find?
Well, dude, it's so Lauren loves watching, I'm pretty sure a lot of women do, Law and Order SVU, right before bed, and a bunch of shows like that. And so we're laying there watching SVU, and it's still going, dude. I didn't even realize until like recently. She was explaining this all to me, but there's like, they've been going on 20 plus years of that show, and they're still having new episodes.
Emily watches that shit too.
The one we were watching, it really got me thinking, because so the situation was, there was like these videos. It was at like a high school or something, or a middle school, and there was these videos going around with all the students, and it showed like this teacher like in a hotel room or something with this teenage girl, like a 13-year-old girl, and they, the SVU team goes, they see the video, someone reports the videos, they go and they go where this teacher's working, like right in the middle of the classroom, and they basically yank him out of there, start roughing him up in the hallway and stuff, and they're like, "You fucking, nasty piece." It's like
Right.
they thought, they for sure got him. Like, you can't dispute the video. But then they bring him into the interrogation, and he just has like pure. They show him the video, and he just has like pure terror on his face. Like they could tell. Like, they're like, wait, maybe this, like, he does not look guilty at all. Like he was
Right.
genuinely afraid. And so they have like their team analyze it and stuff, and sure enough, it's AI video. Some kids, and this is all just a Law and Order SVU episode, but they're pulling off of real world ideas that are happening right now, and things like and I started like messing around with some of the video stuff on AI, and it's
Yeah.
fucking crazy, dude. We were just messing around, like make it I do lawn care, so I'm like have a border collie, make a video of a border collie pushing a lawnmower and stuff, like just stuff I could use on like a
Yeah.
website. And it's
Yeah.
crazy how fast it produces it, and it's pretty scary what's coming. Like that SVU episode is it's gonna. I think that's gonna happen like all over the country, like
I
people
agree, dude.
all over the
I
world. Like people are just gonna make videos of each other, and like you it's getting so real. We talked about it a little bit with Jenkins, like those Ring camera
yeah.
videos that are everywhere. But
We pulled up that one with the bear, but I didn't know, like, I think the ones that you see a lot of are the Sora, and I think, what is that, a Chat GPT, a part of that maybe, but
yeah, I think
I've never
Sora's on
even tried to
ChatGPT.
make one and see it in action. But you're saying you can make it in seconds of anything.
Yeah, just look like I'm gonna share my screen. This is just stuff that other people have made, and this is on Grok. This is the XAI one. Is it showing?
Yeah, there it goes.
So like those aren't real people. That's not a real family eating together. That's
Holy
AI.
shit, dude.
Like people.
The more and more, look at all these. People have made these, so this thing's learning every time.
Yeah, like that lady doesn't exist. That's maybe someone looked like her.
This is nuts.
Yeah, look at all these. I know it's not the best for the audio listeners, but maybe we can cut the pauses where we're just staring at the screen. But
How
yeah, it's wild. Look at the animals.
yeah. What part of Grok is this? Oh, is this just the
Imagine.
background of where you make it?
Yeah. What do you want to make? Just tell me anything. Like something goofy that comes to your mind.
Let's see, an alligator and a shark fighting to the death. It used to be a great, what was that show called where they would pit animals, not real animals, against each other, but they would do like the stats of two animals.
Yeah. I do remember that. It was on like, yeah. Well, all the shitty cable channels we had.
The alligator would win every time, they said. He'd get it
Because
in the
it does the
death
roll,
roll.
right?
Yeah. You flip the shark upside down. I want to see if AI knows that.
Look.
Oh my God.
I mean, that doesn't look very real, but
still, I mean, did it make all of these videos?
So this is the crazy part. Like this is like the first thing that popped into its brain, basically, is that video. But then it's like, here's all the other ways. Like if you wanted it in a different style.
These are all videos too?
Well, you make them a video. Like this one looks pretty. This one looks like realistic.
Yeah, do that one.
You click make video, and then it cooks it up.
Is this free?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, I'm gonna start making videos of you doing terrible things. Like if you upload like a high quality picture of yourself, I'm pretty sure it can like. That's I'm one step away. Oh, see, that looks like ass. But like,
they just
still, like,
they thought about it.
yeah, it's just
Let's see if we can produce something pretty
this is
realistic
just
here,
the beginning.
because
Yeah, tell me what else
this
you
is a
want to put in.
scenario that would never happen. Let's say I'm sure I could do this. Just a realistic deer walking through the woods.
Well, that would be easy for it.
That's what I'm thinking.
How about this being followed by a lion?
Ooh, okay. This is a watch
20%.
only episode, boys. So if you're on the Spotify, this is a bonus episode, anyway. So come on over to YouTube, cut it on at about 9 p.m. when you're cuddled up under the blankets or you're taking a dump on the toilet, and see what we're talking about.
Not bad, but
Not bad at all. That dude, that one on the that one looks real. That one and the one to the right looks real too.
see, like, there's people, those like all those animal shows, like those just like documentary of like dangerous animals of Africa, just all those kinds of shows. There's these crews out there that are like hiking through the jungles and risking their lives, in like the swamps and stuff, trying to get all these camera angles. And now you can just make like your own nature documentary.
It's got like dust flicking up from each one of its feet. That one, from what it looks real.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the scenario is like, why didn't the lion react? But you could just be like, that's the only thing that's weird about it. In terms of visually, it looks
he was
real
hungry.
to me.
He already got a free Veterans Day meal.
That's right. He just came back from the Applebee's. He pounded 2 of the what are their beers called?
At Applebee's?
Yeah, I don't think they have any special beers. I know the Texas Roadhouse does.
I don't know. But dude, isn't it
that one's like a little cartoony, that one.
You could spend all night just messing with it, trying to make stuff.
I'm going to now.
That's the very beginning. That's the free, like, 'cause that's the whole thing with Grok from XAI is like, Elon. I believe that Elon wants everyone to be able to access it for free, but then all these other companies are like charging money.
Yeah, paywall on it.
But I don't know. I barely dip my toes in. Like, I don't know if you pay money on the other sites, like if you get more features or you can make longer videos or whatever. But
does it have an app, I wonder?
You don't want to download it.
I'm going to. I'll be up all night.
Dude, I told you about the guy that had.
Oh, go ahead.
The guy, I started watching his videos where he just woke up one day and decided to put his life in the hands of ChatGPT.
Yeah, dude. Is he still keeping up with that?
The AI probably had him in the backyard digging his own grave after a couple of weeks.
Thinks that's saved me a couple minutes.
But he was
bury yourself.
He was having great success. He just told the AI, like, plan out the perfect day for me. This is my job or whatever. This is when I have to go to work. And next thing you know, he lost 50 pounds. He just needed some direction.
It's nuts. Because that's the thing with this is like, you can structure it or ask it anything, like, and make it specific to you, right? Like before on the internet, you could look up like a diet plan or a weight loss plan, exercise plan, and you'd have to like find something that might work with your size and all this, but you could just fucking input this shit into the robot and say, look, I weigh this much. I want to weigh this much. This is like my financial capability. You could put, I can afford this much type of shit. I live in this kind of climate. What can I do outside? And it could just tell you all the shit you can do.
Yeah, like all those, like we were talking about with like, it's basically like blogs and things or articles people would write, like new weight loss tips, lose 20 pounds by Christmas or whatever. It's like, I feel like all that shit's just going to die away because everyone's It's going to use their personal AI to answer these questions for them because it remembers everything about you. Like
right.
it, you can just update it as you go, and it's just it's
I
insane.
just downloaded Grok, and I'm gonna be a different man by the time we film the next episode.
Yeah, Grok needs to run your life.
What's to stop this thing too? Like, think about movies, dude.
Killing us?
Well, yeah, well, that's gonna happen. But in the short term, what if I was just like, make this movie? Like, let's just say I wrote a script, right? And that would take fucking forever. But let's just say I wrote a script and assigned noteworthy actors that this thing already has access to all of their images, high quality images online from the red carpets and all that shit.
Well,
and I'm like, make this movie that's fucking everything I want it to be with all my favorite actors. And I could just watch it on my phone and it's my own movie. And you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely going to get to that point shortly.
Yeah. Well, people are making anything. I saw something that
I'm going to make the ODST show on my fucking phone.
You could. I was messing with stuff like that. I was like putting Master Chief in there and seeing if it would like actually copy stuff that might be like copyright, like I didn't know if it could just make a video of Super Mario or something, like a well-known character, you know what I'm talking about?
Did it do it?
It had a few, it like kind of messed up the helmet certain times, but I mean, it's still just the beginning too, and it's mind-blowing. And the jobs, man. Where's anybody gonna be working?
I don't,
I
dude.
saw Amazon cut 30,000 jobs recently, and it was
What'd they say it was for? What was their reasoning?
dude, they don't give a fuck about anybody. They're getting those AI and robots in there. I saw something on the news too of just like the robots in the warehouse where it's like this big suction arm, like scans the barcode, sucks up the package, and then like drops it in the bin, and then a cart rolls it away. Like you don't need anyone to push the cart anymore. Like,
I have LinkedIn now, and I'll see these like there'll be like recommended jobs and shit that pop up on this, and like 90% of them are somebody to train AI. Like one of them, because I work in manufacturing and I work, part of where I work has a warehouse. There was a job where it was like to train this AI how to run a warehouse. And it was like present it with problems that you would face and like test it on its solutions. And there's some fucking people that are doing that, I bet. And they're just they're thinking they're like, oh, this would be an easy gig, but they're training this thing to completely remove that job.
Yeah, they might as well. That's what I'm saying. The AI's got them out back digging their own grave. You teach it how to manage the warehouse, they're getting rid of you.
Right. And that's what it's like, what the heck? I mean, I've heard from a couple different podcasts now, and the timeline's always a little fuzzy. Everybody's got a different opinion on it. But I don't see any job. Like, I've thought about it a couple times. I'm like, well, what would still be around that this thing couldn't do if it got to like the top level? And obviously, like manufacturing, what I do is going to be one of the first because it's a lot of the times you're working with automated systems anyways. But like all the computer science, people go to school and spend all this money for coding. And I remember when I got out of the Marines in 2018, like just in 2018, computer science was like the number one degree to get to make a lot of money. And here we are 7 years later, and it's now like going to go away within the year.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to be one of the first.
Everyone's going to be switching over to podcasting, and we're 17 episodes ahead of the pack.
How long until there's 2 droids?
That's what starts to get scary.
Fucking Humberto's going to stick a knife in our back one day.
Yeah. That is the scary part
He
of
used
it.
them for far too long.
Humberto's just watching and waiting for the next update. Yeah.
But I mean, maybe, I don't know, but I could, if it could do all the other shit, couldn't it do that too? I mean, because I watched the Joe Rogan with Elon Musk, and he said something that was crazy about the phones, where it's like there won't be any operating system anymore. Like your phone will just be, it's not even a phone. He was just talking about it's like a device, but it's like completely it's just AI. Like anything you want, the AI is going to know what you want to see before you even like type it in, or it's just going to go off your algorithm. Did you hear that part of that? He was talking about that crazy shit with it.
No, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Talking
It
about
was
it
on
when
that.
if they're trying to put a chip in everyone's head? Like,
No, he was talking about like, and I'm probably butchering explaining it, but it was something like the phones, it's not even going to be a phone anymore. What people are going to have, it's like, it's going to be a complete AI device, whatever it is. Like there won't be apps anymore. There won't be like the internet on it anymore. Like it's just going to be like a little fucking hive mind that you have that can do anything.
it controls your life.
Right. Like you imagine the addictive tendencies of like social media apps as they are now. Do you imagine a fucking AI talking to you first thing in the morning like, hey, look at this crazy thing that's popped up today, and then you're fucking sucked into the phone or whatever it is.
Dude, that's why it's best just this might be the time to jump that we all just jump ship and stop riding the train, because dude, we've been talking about it with like all of our guests. Oh, addictive it is and trying to stay away from it. Like the best, I don't want some AI talking to me first thing in the morning. I've been trying to go like at least give myself the first hour just making breakfast and exercising and stuff without needing the phone for anything, you know? Like I don't
Yeah.
want I don't want my workouts to be on my phone. I don't want to have to do anything with it, you know, other than like for talking to people or if I need it for work, you know. Like I don't I'm tired of this uh path where like everything's an app, and then all of a sudden you have 40 apps on your phone of like, oh, I'll use this one, you know, for running, this one for working out, this one tracks my meals. Like it's too much, man. I'm going back to
It
the basics.
I know, and I agree with you. Like I'll tell you, I was so close um right when I got out of the military to just getting a flip phone like I used
Mhm.
to have, where it had no internet, nothing on it. But I just like worry that it's going to get to a stage that you're probably going to have it. Like think about like credit card. I know all my banking shit. Like if I have to transfer something or do anything on my bank, I could do it right from my smartphone. If
Yeah.
I when I pay bills, 9 times out of 10, I do it from my smartphone. I don't sit down at my desktop computer and pay them.
Yeah.
Like GPS. And
Yeah.
like if
It is.
this thing becomes a thing to where it's like, you know, it's like the highest level of security or whatever, and then the banks are just like, you know, you have to go through your AI thing to get into your bank account, then you're trapped. You know what I mean? Like there's ways that if too many things get involved with it, like you can't just avoid it. I think now it's at that level where you could. It would probably be a pain in the ass to a degree. Like I said, you'd have to sit down at the computer to handle
Well,
banking shit, and you
well,
want to have accessibility, but it's
even
not
just
like you
today,
have to have it.
at the restaurant, they it's QR code to look at the menu,
Well,
you know,
yeah, that's a good point.
at the steakhouse we went to. I was just like, what if I didn't have like, I guess it's just everybody has a smartphone now. Like y-
Yeah, and that's a great example of it. That's a good point because I've been to a couple that are the same thing.
I'm sure they
And I
got
feel
back on the menu.
old because I sit down and I'm like, "Where's the menu?" And they're like, "Sir, the QR code right over there on the fucking napkin holder." And then I feel like an idiot.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe like some really elderly people would come in without a phone, but really they're worse than we are. I see so many older people out and about. They're just an older couple. They're both on their phones.
They're fighting to the death on Facebook.
Yeah, fighting. It's a fucking battleground on there, dude.
I get all into it, dude. That's one app that I just do not mess with at all.
Yeah.
I don't care to keep up with people I don't talk to anymore.
We lost a whole generation of people. They're just on there fucking arguing about, and now the AI videos, dude, it's even worse. Or I'm sure it is.
Like, I don't know if he still does it, not to call him out, but like, my father-in-law, he'd like first thing in the morning, get a cup of coffee and he'd stroll over to the computer and he would just start getting so fucking mad and like, and he's over there just like to comment and get into scraps first thing in the morning with people he's never talked to before. And like you just start your day with a cup of coffee and like 10 arguments on the internet.
Yeah, dude.
I storm outside and feed the chickens.
We're losing people, man. And it's to that, the social media stuff, and then also it's just the fact I'm letting Murphy in. Come on in, bud. Come on up. The fact that people just don't need to move anymore.
Yeah.
Like having to move their bodies.
Yeah.
We're losing a lot of people to that too. You can just order food to your house, get your groceries delivered. There's drive-throughs, work from home. We're all going to be just turning into a bunch of cyborgs floating around on hoverboards.
It's like the WALL-E movie. Ever seen that? My son loves that movie. But it's
yeah.
They're all on the ship and they're just fat as fuck. And
do they all have big heads in that one? Or no, you said they're fat?
No, yeah, I'll show you. Let me pull it up. But it's like exactly what would happen. And the fucking AI is running the ship because the humans are just too comfortable. And they're just fucking these.
That's gonna be us, dude. Just
fat fucks in these chairs,
like cattle.
They got yeah. Here you go. This right here is gonna be us. Let me pull it up. This is what this shit's gonna do to us, and we're gonna accept it. There's like they have these shakes. It just changes morning to night. There's ads everywhere. They got this rail. People don't even talk. They're fucking zooming around. These two people are talking to each other.
Dude, whoever made that movie is probably from the future. Because what other way is it heading, man? It already looks like that. Have you been to Walmart lately? Like it's
oh my gosh, I know.
It's fucking bad out there. People are just like they just don't care.
No. Like my mom would watch. You ever seen that show, My 600-Pound Life or 1,000-Pound Life or whatever the hell it is?
I know there's a bunch of shows like. Unfortunately, there's a bunch of shows like that, isn't there? Like the
yeah, dude. There's this one episode though, and you were talking about the DoorDash.
The whole family.
There's this beast on there, and he wakes up and he's like, "My favorite part of the day is ordering like DoorDash." Like, and he gets sweats when he orders it because he's like anticipating the food coming. He orders the food. He's like over at the peephole, just like looking. The guy comes. He houses probably 4,000 calories, and then he's like, as soon as I finish the last bite, he's like, I just want to order the DoorDash again. Like,
Oh my gosh.
Dude, and it's like, how do we have any society that just you can function like that? Like, how do you know what I mean? That's like, that
Yeah.
dude's got something wrong with him, but the system definitely is supporting it by allowing him just to fucking be able
Right,
to
like,
sit at his house and order it.
it is crazy. Everyone has a different, like, totally different reality, and you could all live on the same street. Like, there's a guy waking up at, like, 4 in the morning to go do construction, or, I mean, like, you get up early as
Right.
fuck to go to work. A lot of it's and then there's someone that's, like, waking up at 11 AM, ordering a ton of DoorDash, and they got a TV crew in their living room getting studied. Yeah.
It is not.
And they're all in the same neighborhood, same cul-de-sac.
Yeah. It's crazy, dude. I don't know. It's a part of me agrees with you though. Back to what you said, like unplugging from it all would be great, but I just don't know.
We gotta get the compound, and then we dip in and we dip out. Like, we head into society. There'll be like virtual reality chambers you can go spend the day there, whatever, but then retreat back to the
Yeah.
to the woods, you know. There's gonna be
You're gonna have to have something like that to fucking stay sane.
yeah.
Or you'll just literally be the fucking people from Wally sooner or later.
It's coming. It's gonna hit the cities first. There's people, there's people that don't need to leave. They live in like a high-rise apartment or something, and they don't need to leave that.
Yeah.
Who knows? And they're gonna come floating down with an iPad in front of their face.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like a lot of the
You'll
times
just
you'll
drive
see.
them through the streets. Like, they don't have to worry about like looking both ways. You know, everything's gonna be like automatically like passing each other in sequence.
Yeah. Well, that's how it is in that movie, dude. That guy had it right. They're just like on a monorail in those
Yeah.
chairs. And I think that like Hollywood a lot of the times does a good job of making the future seem really, really cool with like what technology is going to do, or like the old school cartoons like the Jetsons, or the cyberpunk games, or whatever, where it's like
I think there will be really
there's
cool
like
shit.
still base reality with it and you just have access to more shit. But I think people are just going to be trapped and only talk to people through the interfaces instead of like any real conversation.
That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, true,
What if
true. But
what if
that's
we were just
also, but it's not
what
like
if
we're
we just
standing right
formed
next to each other. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah. No, this is where, like, I feel like we're starting. I don't know, who knows how good things could get really good though, but I feel like we got, like, some of the peak benefits of technology, like, you could fly across the country for a couple $100, and you can video call your friend and do podcasts and anything, watch sports that are happening on the other side of the world. Like, we've gotten all the key benefits, and I feel like now it's starting to tip, gonna head over the mountain to where things just get worse.
Yeah, well, I think the biggest thing that's gonna fuck it all up is
I mean,
like
too much.
ads. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, imagine like something, let's say the chip in your head, and you can only afford the base model, but that comes with like 10 ads a day.
that
And
was
you're
on
just like
Black
walking
Mirror.
through something and a fucking pop-up comes up and you're like, oh, and you fucking like can't get it away and you have to watch a YouTube ad basically in your head for 30 seconds before you can continue with your day.
It's already
Or like,
happening. People are
yeah,
just choosing to hold it in front of them. You know, get
right.
bombarded with ads on their way to work, on the train or whatever. And then when the car drives you, that's going to be even more time when you don't have to, like, at least right now you could drive to work and listen to music, and like yeah, your phone's right there as you're probably looking at Google Maps or whatever, but you're not I don't know, you're not holding it. You're
Right.
disconnected. You could drive, but then once the car's driving itself, everyone's just going to be that much more down into their phone. It'll be nuts, man.
Well,
But
it's like
that's a Black Mirror episode where
is there one like that?
yeah, but it's like sick what they do, and it could definitely happen. Looking at the way the things are with the medical system and insurance policies and stuff right now. But this lady gets she has like a brain damage. Like she had like an accident or I can't remember exactly. It might have been like a car accident, and then she needed a piece of her brain replaced. So they replace it for this AI company, and it's like you said, it's a subscription service. So, and it's really expensive. So this guy's like working himself to death trying to pay for the AI piece in his wife's brain, and it gets dark as hell, dude. You'll have to watch the episode.
Oh, I will.
But what it is she can't stop reading the ads. So they could be eating dinner or whatever. She'll drop her fork and start being like, "Go get 4 tires for the price of 3." And it's like,
Oh my god.
she can't control it. And then all of a sudden there's like so many ads and he can't pay, you got to watch.
Yeah.
He
That's
ends
the
up
thing,
drinking his own
though.
piss on the internet.
It's like I don't think as humans, that's what people don't take into the equation. I think when they think or look at all these things is that you have humans too that are going to want people are still going to try to sell different things and
That's all
do
it's going to
different
be.
things. And yeah, and it's going to it's going to be a major part of any technology. I mean, you look at the smartphones now, like you said, YouTube, or you download like a little game and you can either pay the dollar or you watch an ad every 20 seconds. Or I mean, and it's like, why wouldn't that be in like this outstanding technology? Like you watch the
That's how
football game, you get fucking ads, all
the
of it.
world's revolving around it. Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
football, you got to pay like $350 to watch the season ticket, and then you don't even get all the games that you want.
And you still get commercials.
Yeah, it's outrageous. And then they're gonna sell like these awesome like virtual worlds. Like people are gonna want to live like we talked about. People already live a huge chunk of their life inside World of Warcraft and stuff. And I mean, we're not much better. You put a few hours in the battlefield every week. It's like part of your week you were in that game, and now it's going to be all virtual and it's going to be these crazy experiences where they're like, oh, you pay a little bit more money and these ads go away. And it's, that's all it's going to be. That's what the world's revolving around.
Well, and think, like I said, people have these things are built to be addictive. You imagine they create this virtual reality where you can go in there and do anything, like the craziest shit you want to do. And
like Grand Theft Auto, but you're there,
right.
you're on the ground.
And then you think of like just how addictive social media is. What if then they're like, well, now you got to pay $1,000 to do it again, and then these people are fucking just, people are putting their life savings into this fucking experience, trying to do this. You know what I mean? It's just like, it could get dark. I hope it doesn't, but I think that it just definitely needs to have a guardrails on it.
We're going to be targets, brother. We're putting a lot of our voice and likeness on the internet, and people are going to use it to attack us.
Yeah.
So if you guys see any videos out there that are questionable, it's very likely AI produced, but it's possible we were in them. You never know.
It's likely the droids are just going to start. They're listening to us now that I downloaded Grok on my phone, even though I'm talking all this madness about it. And it's just going to start pumping out videos of me doing sick things so nobody listens to a word I say anymore about it.
Yeah.
It's going to take me down.
You're not going to be able to sleep tonight if you start messing with those Grok applications.
No, I'm not going to fuck with it. Not tonight. Tonight,
it's
we got to
scary,
stream
though.
a couple games.
Are you going to throw on the live stream?
Yeah, I think I'll do the live stream for a little bit. See who pops in.
All right. Let's go ahead and switch over.
Yeah, just some departing words.
If
We
you've
got
listened,
some.
oh, go
I was
ahead.
just gonna say we got some good guests coming on. As you can see, we're doing the weekly episodes. Subscribing, liking on YouTube, dropping comments helps us out. Humberto is we're gonna keep him on our side as long as we can, and the more you support us, the more we can keep him in check. But sooner or later, he's gonna get uncaged. So it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, we might let him on camera soon.
I want to make a fucking grok video of Humberto. He's gonna be talking in the intros now, and
yeah, you totally can. You can make anything, dude. It's terrifying.
in the season finale of Nick and Dave Unplugged, we're gonna have Humberto and Master Yoda fighting to the death.
Yeah, that'll be you'll only be able to find that on the Patreon.
Yeah.
But all right, if you've stuck with us this far, go find something better to do. Because we took a nice, easy, slow week here. Both tired young fathers, just trying to keep a rhythm going, and took a break from having a guest, but we'll be back with more guests starting next week. Good night.
Perfect.